is.
Here we go. 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 And we're in, ladies and gentlemen.
Snack that smiles
You
back.
goldfish
Goldfish.
until you bite their heads off. That was one of the best jingles they ever made. It was literally it came on. It was like the little snack that smiles back until you bite their heads off.
Yeah.
It still makes me laugh. I was like, this is brilliant. Whoever came up with this deserves a raise. This is the best marketing ever. I think they got rid of the, I'll have to go find. I know that still exists
That
somewhere in
commercial
the
is somewhere.
internet.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's probably on those like band commercials because someone was like, "That's terrible.
That's awful.
Blah 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 blah."
Yeah. Think about the
but
children. The children are laughing.
that's why it's funny. But don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen. You have found the Brothers in Arms podcast here on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms. It is the 1st of January in the year of our Lord 2024.
24.
First day, and we are back. We're all back stateside here to talk. It's episode 140. One step closer to that magic 500 that we keep joking
500.
about. That's never going to end. It's going to be like 4 years or 5 years from now. We're like, oh, yeah, no. Well, yeah, we remember. We're going to talk about that. But we're here. We're back. Everyone is still recovering. We've got some family that's sick, but
Yeah.
you know, we're here. We're getting a chance to talk to each other. Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening, G. Well done, sir. Well done.
I got cashews.
I just wrote down snot and sniffles.
Yes, sir.
Snot and sniffles.
Snot and
I've
sniffles.
dodged it somehow. I don't know.
You know what? Keep that record, man. Just run with it. Run with it because this side of it is garbage.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. But there we go, folks. So, how you doing, boys? It's good to see your faces.
That's good to see you, man. You look a little tired. You all right?
Thank you. Yeah, jet lag sucks.
Yeah.
I'll say you've been stateside for all of like what?
A little over 24
48
hours. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
40,
yeah.
24. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got back Saturday evening. So it's Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're
It is
pushing
Monday.
48 hours.
It's Monday.
We got back late Saturday, almost midnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, and travel was a lot easier coming home. I don't know why. Maybe it was the anxiousness of getting there was really revving us up. The anxiousness about getting home. I was just ready to get home and sleep. So it's good. It's very good. So do you want me to kick it off since I'm talking?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I want to
Sure,
hear
man.
about.
Go
I want to
for
hear
it.
about the rest of your trip to Japan. We talked about it while you were there, which was really cool. But...
Yeah. So you guys, last time we talked was Christmas Eve ish, around that time, right? Because you guys were, well,
It was the
Eve
23rd.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
Eve.
Mm-hmm.
It was the eve of Christmas.
It was the eve of Eve, right? And so that next day, did I talk about going to church? No,
because that was later that
It was
night.
happening
It was
that
later
evening.
that- it
So
was happening that night.
we got to go to the Christmas Eve candlelight service of the Salvation Army Corps that is like 4, 5, 7, 8 steps away from the front door of where we were staying. It was pretty sweet. But which it was also right next to the training school. It was right next to one of the hospitals that they operate. It was right next door to the territorial commander's home, and most of the officers who work in Tokyo live in that block. So it was pretty sweet. Hey, Pop's in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Dad.
Yeah. But we got to go to worship with them that evening, and we were given little headsets so that we could have an interpreter speak to us and tell us what was going on. That was pretty sweet.
Okay.
Pop, good to see you. And we funny thing is, the Morrises, so our hosts, the territorial commanders, They were on the other side of the chapel. So we kind of got seated in the middle of the family, in the middle of the church. And there was easily 50 people there.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And it was excellent. Considering, again, Japan, less than 1% is Christian. And so this is a big deal when the body of Christ gets together like this. And so we sat down, we had our earpieces on, we got to listen, and there was congregational singing, and the words were in Japanese. They were in kanji. And so Philip and I are looking at that going, I don't know what that means. I don't even know how to pronounce that, right? And so our hosts were gracious enough to give us a song sheet, a booklet of Christmas songs that were written out phonetically. And so we're reading the song phonetically. We're trying to sing phonetically, Joy to the World, O Little Town of Bethlehem. I mean, you name it. The traditional ones that we sing here in the States, but they're singing it in Japanese. And so just wrap your head around that one. Like, it's hard enough singing some of our older songs because of the old English. Now try singing it in a different language that you can't even pronounce sometimes. And so that was definitely an awesome experience. So then Monday morning, Christmas morning, we got up, and if I'm not mistaken, Chris, I have to look at my pictures. Did I tell you boys about Snow Monkey Park?
No.
So Snow Monkey Park, that happened on Monday. We got on the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, and we rode west out to a little town called, I want to say it's Nagano. The Olympics, they're getting ready for the Olympics out in that area, or they just recently had the Winter Olympics. Where is the Winter Olympics in Japan this year?
Smart home.
Right.
No, the Summer Games are this year.
So right,
those are in Paris.
Right. Okay. While we think about it, the Olympics either are going to happen there or they did happen there. Well, anyways, we're on the Shinkansen. There are people with snowboards heading that direction. It's pretty sweet. But we get out there. It's a wholly different, completely different landscape than Tokyo. It's mountainous. It is rural. It is... Oh, thank you very much, sir. It is... It's what you'd expect out in the mountains of a foreign country. It's just really, really cool. But we get off the train.
It's Nagano.
It is Nagano, thank you. So we get
in
off...
98.
And it happened in 98. So a long time ago.
Yeah, no,
it's
Japan,
still being
Tokyo,
used.
Tokyo hosted the 2020 Summer Games.
Right.
That was the COVID games, and it got... Like, the games didn't happen in 2020 because of COVID.
Right. Right. But the Winter Olympics happened in 98 in Nagano.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. What year is it? It is currently 2024, Liz. I hope that it's a joyous year for you, and all is merry and bright.
She and the kids have been sleeping most of the day. She might not know. It's okay.
I got it. So we're over there, and we hop a bus for another 40 minutes, which takes us up into the mountains, and it starts snowing. And it snows, and it snows, and it snows, and it's gorgeous. It's the first snow we've experienced all year long. Thankfully, we had the winter jackets, but we get up there, and then we walk another 1.5 miles up into this mountain, and we come face to face with the red-faced snow monkeys of Nagano. Hundreds of snow monkeys with their wee little babies. Hanging out in the hot springs of this area. And so you walk up and it just opens up. So you're in a wooded area, really tall, thick pines, and you walk in and all of a sudden it opens up and there's a river and there's an onsen, which is it's a hot spring bath, a bath fed by the hot springs. And so there's a sign at the end of the bridge, at the front of the bridge, that says "People onsen" to the left, "Monkey onsen" to the right. And so, so we went to
Can
the
the
right.
monkeys read?
I don't know, man. They were definitely in like the outside onsen that was for people. So probably not.
Probably
They
not.
They
Probably
ignored the
not.
rules.
But they were doing their thing over there. And how did my spacing got jacked up? Okay, I'll play with it later. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, what happened? That's okay.
Like Greg's all the way over.
Let me talk to. I'll finish my story. So, anyways, snow monkeys
It's fine.
everywhere. And my boy accidentally he did. He connected with one with his foot. It
Oh, no.
it was an accident. It truly was an
Okay.
accident. And I don't think the monkey felt much of it because it just kept running. But I got all these pictures, folks. Love to share them with you. It was a fantastic experience. We saw Mount Fuji in all of her glory. We went to a World Heritage Center for Mount Fuji, and that was an excellent experience. We ate so much good food. We experienced another town south of Tokyo, a bunch of temples, shrines, just excellent time. Yes, Philip did kick a monkey. It was an accident, I promise. It was not intentional at all. He just kind of took a big step. Speaking of Philip, this guy's about 6 inches taller than most of the population. And then you add his hair on top of that, and he's another 4 inches. So when we get on the subway, he's the only one that has to really duck down to get into the subway. And then you have all of the hanging hand grips.
He's just staring at him.
No, he's colliding with them as he's walking through.
Trains going along. It's
Dunk,
bing,
dunk,
bing,
dunk,
bing,
dunk, dunk.
bing.
Yeah. And so every train also has, like, they use that space. Like, there's no wasted space in the subway. And so there's a banner that's hanging from the ceiling of the subway car in every car, and it's right there at that level that it hits him right here. So he's literally got to duck down to get through. Yeah, there's a lot of this number, but it's good stuff. And honestly, boys, we couldn't have asked for a better time. We did stay in a capsule hotel. In a pinch, it's a great place to stay. Would I stay there for the entire trip? Absolutely not.
No.
The apartment that we had for the rest of the time was a huge blessing. Huge shout out to the Salvation Army, to the Morrises. It was a beautiful gift. And honestly, you can't beat the price of $19 a day. So just very, very blessed with all that was available to us. And 10 out of 10, would do it again and then some. I did say, though, that to Carrie, my wife, I'm not going again without you, because there's so much that truly she and Julia would enjoy out of this trip. So, yep, very grateful for it, but also very grateful to be home. So, there you go. Thanks, boys. That was fun.
Yeah. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
So, I will say my it's we kind of touched on it. Everyone getting sick. So we got off the phone, or we talked to each other eve of Christmas Eve.
Christmas
And
Eve.
then, yeah, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve for me. So I have Zoe, and we, it was Zoe, myself, and Brandy. We got to celebrate Christmas together.
Nice.
Which was awesome. But Christmas Eve, we were next door to our neighbor's house, or Zoe was playing with the neighbor, and by the end of the night, she's, Dad, I'm not feeling she wasn't feeling great. I was like, well, let's just go to bed, we'll get some sleep. Christmas Day, we go to get her up and go to open presents and everything else. And she didn't really want to. Yeah, I made breakfast. She wasn't very hungry, and she got a I got her a Barbie dream house. Like
Barbie
we
dream
Yeah.
house.
we got her
Barbie Dream
Brandy and I
House.
got her the Barbie dream house. That was her big gift. We did the four gifts. I think I talked
Nice.
about that. So
Yeah.
something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read. So she got um her want was a Barbie dream house. Her need was I got her a new one of those like nice JanSport backpacks.
Nice.
Um
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
clothes to wear, and then
Mm.
a book series that apparently the kids are really into right now. I Don't ask me what it is. It has to do with dragons, and
Mm.
it's the newest like tween fiction that all the kids want to read. And so I got her the first five books in the set
Nice.
to start reading those. Um, but she had her gifts, and we opened stuff up, and she wasn't too hungry. And then by 10 o'clock, this girl passes out on the couch, just dead sleep.
Aw.
And she wakes up a couple hours. I wake her up a couple hours later, still not hungry, and she starts getting a cough, and she's not feeling well. So I'm like, well, let's just take your temperature. 102.
Oh.
I was like, well, that's
Mm.
that's that's bad. So
Mhm.
texted her mom, let her know what was going on. Like, hey, like Zoe's sick. She's definitely like she's running a fever, and she's like she might have COVID.
Oh
So
no.
so guess what we did the Christmas Day night. The Naval Hospital is right down the hill from where I live, and we went to the emergency room on Christmas Day to get Zoe checked out, and took about 3 hours. They did the whole battery.
Mm.
They swabbed everything, this, that, and the yeah. She got all the swabs,
Oh.
the nasal swab, the inside of the mouth swab. Like
The
they
full
checked her.
treatment.
Yeah, they checked her for everything, and sure enough, she had the flu.
Oh
Mm.
So
man. Mm.
it was kind of funny, and Alex will talk about his experience being down there visiting mom and dad and everyone. But
Mhm.
apparently the flu is just doesn't matter what coast you're on. She's an equal opportunity, makes everybody sick. So we spent Christmas Day, or the night of Christmas, with Zoe getting the flu, and then the rest of this week in recovery. Um,
Mhm.
No bueno,
but uh,
man.
but by Friday, her fever had been broken for about 2 days at that point, so she was pretty much back to normal. She just has a really nasty sounding cough. Um, but she got over it pretty quick. Rolled into this weekend, celebrated New Year's. That was awesome. We had been making plans. Ended up having a couple of our neighbors come over to our house, and they all came over. We had
Did you make more Utica slaw?
five. No, I did not make any more Utica
Oh,
greens.
green.
I
Sorry.
did. I did actually. I did actually. Alex, I took you up on your
On the
recommendation.
brine.
I did a turkey.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Smoked a turkey. I haven't sent you guys pictures. I will send them here in a minute. Um, but went ahead and did the turkey, and oh my gosh,
Oh
it was a
my.
huge hit.
Told you.
To say that it was good is an understatement. Like I these
Mhm.
these kids these kids devoured. Mind you, we had like one of the one couple, they made jalapeno poppers,
Oh,
and
let's
like
go.
homemade jalapeno poppers. They had homemade jalapeno poppers, and they brought over this buffalo chicken ranch or chicken dip that they make. So we had like all kind, and again, we had all this food, and I'd pulled this turkey out of the smoker and then cut it up and was like, "Here, like try some." And like everyone's just like, "This is amazing." This is I'm like, well, I'll be doing one of those again.
Mhm.
Spatchcocking it was definitely the right way to go. It just, yeah, it's a good word.
It is a good word.
It's a great word. I will tell you though, as a thing I did learn, Alex, I don't know about if you had this. It took a lot longer to get it up to temp
Yep.
than what I was planning on. Like the recipes were all like, oh, 4 hours. Man, this thing took a solid 6,
Huh.
Yep.
almost 6.5 to get it fully cooked. Even with it, folded out on my rack. You're just having a fun with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that's
You're walking
funny.
into them.
Yep.
So I'm not sure. It's definitely going to be a learning experience. I have to get it started earlier in the day if I'm basically plan for it to take longer, much longer
Yeah.
than what I had originally
Yeah.
planned. But it was a hit. Everyone loved it. Rang in
Greg,
the new year. Played cards until 2 a.m.
It
Yes.
it
Yeah. He's doing that on purpose.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
it's gotten to the point with Thanksgiving, Greg, that Liz will not let me not cook. Like she hates turkey. She despises turkey. And
will not let you not cook.
yes, I have to cook
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
there we go. Had you said it that way, I'd have understood a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I brine my turkey and then I smoke my turkey, and she loves it.
Alex is the secret ingredient.
I am in fact, unfortunately. I don't know why. So hi.
Hi. You
She
are
I'm-
the secret ingredient.
She
I am
just
the
finished
secret
her
ingredient.
bath, so.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, between the homemade bread and the everything from scratch,
Go
and
get that bread.
so, but
Bye.
no, like turkey turned out
It's
great. Everything else was really
it,
good. Rang in the new
it,
year. Did not want to get up this morning.
it.
Stop.
I'm trying to time it right so that it goes right when he starts talking. Is it going?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Stop.
You're fine.
But did the it's funny, we actually took the dogs and got them, we took them to the local place here in town. Actually, it was a Petco. Do you know
It's where the pets go.
It is where the pets go, but did you know that some Petcos have self washes, like dog washes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not cheap.
Yep, found. Really? How much is yours?
Expensive.
To wash your own dog?
Wash and dry your own dog is like $20 here in Atlanta.
See, I don't think that's that bad.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, I don't think it's comparatively. If you took them to the groomer,
Yeah.
and had the groomer do it,
But if
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna wash
pay...
my own dog, I'm gonna do it for free in my own daggum shower.
Yeah, but I don't want to clean up after that.
Oh.
Yep.
Especially when you've got a lab that has that much hair.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong,
Just saying.
Yeah.
but still.
But got the dogs washed today. Oh man, see Liz, that's a win right there. $25 punch card for 5 visits.
Let's go.
See, that'd be awesome.
That's a $5.
But
That's a $5 wash.
$5 wash.
$5 wash.
I'll take $20 to get them, full, essentially have, and they give you everything, soap, the whole nine, start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, no, that sounds awesome too.
Yeah.
But
I bet they're not in
No,
business anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
we got all that done, and then watched the football games today. Watched Oregon Liberty, which was really entertaining in a sad way, because Liberty came in wanting to be, play with the big dogs, and they found out very quickly why they're not a big dog.
Sad.
The last time I saw it, they were only down by 3. What happened?
What, Liberty?
Yeah.
Oh, Oregon got rolling, and they just kept rolling. The final score was like 45-6.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was.
I mean, at least they did better than FSU did.
Right? Oh, I heard
Yeah.
about that one when I came back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on.
Yeah.
It,
That one was. Don't now again in their defense, in protest, and
nope.
they had a lot of guys. They had over 20 players from both the offense and defense that did not play that game.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
they were starting. FSU had to start their third string freshman quarterback who has not played pretty much at all this year.
Hmm.
So
I feel bad until I hear the commentary of they have a quitter's mentality.
Yep.
yeah,
You know? Like
yeah.
they didn't get what they wanted, and so boo-hoo, we're done. We're out. Clap our hands. See you later. That's no bueno,
Hmm.
man.
And then Georgia.
Georgia just
That's
puts
the
out their A game and
well,
eats their lunch.
and it was the only game that the reason they played that game and weren't in the bowl playoff is because they literally have lost one game in the last 3 years, and it was that one.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Hmm.
when they lost to Alabama for the SEC title game,
Hmm.
just saying.
Yep. Hey,
But it is what it is.
That's your college football talk, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful
Yeah.
week. See you later.
And
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
okay, we'll see you guys later. But next year will be a lot better. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, 12 teams. That's
Yeah.
there's still going to be so many people complaining, but
Yeah.
hopefully
Well, it's going to be
less.
Georgia and Alabama again.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the title game
Yeah.
Mhm.
again.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
no, it's I'm excited for it. It was fun to watch. I get tomorrow off again, which would be great.
Lucky.
And then yeah,
I got duty.
yay, everyone's favorite.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We always love duty.
Pop made the comment that Alabama lost to that team up north as well.
They did lose to
Mhm.
the team up north.
So, yeah.
Still not.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that close of a game. I genuinely don't get me wrong. I like Michigan's them.
He said it.
That team.
That's a quarter.
That team.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
not bad.
No, but that game was the top two defenses. The top two offenses are playing right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to get one of the top two offenses and one of the top two defenses in the national title game. So we'll see what happens. It'll be good.
It's gonna be interesting.
Should be fun.
It'll be fun.
So,
Well,
Alex, you're home alone right now.
I am. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Liz and the kids are back in Atlanta. They're not traveling because they got to their midway point to stop, and they kept coming on down, and everybody's got sick.
Mm.
So we went down. We were in Atlanta when I talked to you guys last.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Christmas Eve, we got up and we did our Christmas with Liz's family.
Mm.
So we went over there and did our big old Secret Santa exchange, which is always a fun opportunity. And got the opportunity to sit down and have a meal from Liz's stepmom. And then we had my pecan pie. So,
Which is a
Yeah.
meal in and of
Now it's
itself.
officially your pecan pie, right?
it is. So I used mom's pie crust recipe, which is really grandma's pie crust recipe, which is really great grandma Gates' pie crust recipe.
Daggone.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got a chance to use that. And then literally I got off with you guys on Saturday and I made a pie. I put the pie crust together and put it in the fridge for the entire time we were talking. And then I made a pie.
Nice.
So now I'm the baking person on that side of the family.
Yeah.
The only reason why the pie was wanted was one of Liz's stepsisters, begged her mom, "You got to make a pecan pie." And she went out and she bought the frozen pie crust, and she got all the stuff to make the pecan pie. And she goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna, kind of throw it together." And I was like, "Let me do it." She was like, "Really?" It's like, "You want to do it?" I said, "Yeah, let me do it." So she started handing me all the stuff. She gave me the pie crust, and I was like, "I don't need that." She goes, "You're gonna make a pie crust?" I said, "Yes, I got this." So, and Liz did help. She was there for quite a bit of moral support and helped me clean up the kitchen.
Nice.
So it was fun.
Important.
Yeah. So we went and did that, and then as soon as we got done, by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we got on the road and went down to Mom and Dad's. And that was probably the longest drive that I've done in a long time. Even though it was shorter going to there than it was going from here to Atlanta. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But we got on the road. We got down there. We got in late and sat up with Mom and Dad for a little bit. Got the kids to sleep and got up and did Christmas with Mom and Dad, Grandma, which that was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. I haven't gotten to see her in forever, so it was really good to have that opportunity, and then to get to spend some time with Mom and Dad. I got an opportunity to bake with Mom and Grandma, which that's been on my bucket list for a good long while now.
Yeah.
Julia was going to help, but what ended up happening was everybody got sick. It started with Dad, and it happened on Boxing Day. Dad and I were going to try and get up and get out to the range. Go put some lead down range, go have a good time. And he was down. He was down hard. So we ended up going out just for a little bit, just to get out of the house. Went with Liz and Julia. Patrick, I rode in the back seat of the minivan while Julia drove, and did one of these numbers. I grabbed onto this. I grabbed onto the side. I'm just waiting.
It's not that bad.
But we went out, and they got an opportunity to go off and go do all the shopping that they wanted to do. Liz wanted to take Julia to Ulta, and they wanted to walk through Marshalls. They wanted to go to TJ Maxx.
All the fun places.
Yeah, I wasn't about that. So
yeah.
When they'd gone out, they're like, "Oh, well, there's a Books A Million that's just right there. So just go hang out there." I said, "Sure, that sounds great."
Yeah.
The Books A Million was 4 miles away, boys.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, only took me about 45 minutes to walk it.
Not run, because you don't run.
I don't run.
Man.
Yeah. So I walked over to Starbucks, got myself something to drink, and started walking.
Got a hoofing.
Got the homeless population. Met quite a few of them while I was walking. One dude had a fence post that he was walking around, and he was swinging it like it was a sword.
Oh my!
And then he did this weird like overhand thing where he held onto it, and then he pointed it at me, and then he started swinging again. So I just kept walking. "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." Oh, it was interesting.
Did he look like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we get all the way through, and I got there, and then by the time I got down there, they're like, "Hey, we left our area. We're heading down towards you." I was like, "Do you want to ride?" I said, "I'm almost there. I'm good. I'll meet up with you guys when you get down here." And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go check out someplace." So they went down there. I went to Books A Million. I walked around for a little bit. I was like, "This is disappointing. There's not even somewhere to sit."
Oh,
really?
So,
wow.
Yeah, it was a very small Books A Million. So I walked across the street to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I sat down at the bar and talked to people. It was great. I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was about to
but
say
then they're
that
like,
doesn't sound like
no,
you.
it's not me. No. So they came back by and they got me, and like, we're gonna go to Target. So we go to Target. We walk around for a little bit, and then we needed to go to. We were gonna go to the Publix that was right there too, because I had a baking project that I was gonna do with Mom and Grandma and Julia. And Julia decided she wasn't feeling well, didn't want to walk through Publix, so she sat in the car, and Liz and I just walked through and grabbed what we needed to grab. We came back out and we realized we need to get Julia home. Like she's got whatever everyone else has, because we got back, Mom wasn't feeling good, and Carrie and Julie ended up leaving the next day, and Mom and Dad were down, and I was leaving on Thursday, so my flight went out. So I ended up going to the airport with was supposed to be with the whole family. Liz and I were going to take the kids, and then they were going to drive up to Atlanta, make the stop for a little bit, and then head on back up, because I had to get to work on Friday. And I woke up on Thursday, and we got everybody ready. We got the rest of the stuff we needed to start putting in the car, and Caroline wakes up, kind of looks around, starts coughing, and then just pukes.
Oh.
We're like, so we're going to stay a little bit longer. So Dad and I got the opportunity. We had an hour car ride just to sit and chat for a little bit.
Good.
He took me up to Tampa, and then I got on the flight. But the baking thing. So boys, I made macarons, and I sent you guys pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to put them up. I'll put them up on our Instagram.
They looked excellent, my man.
They were.
They did.
They were absolutely fantastic. It only took Mom and I about 2 hours to make them.
Oh, goodness. Just two?
Dude, that's not bad when it comes to baking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, macarons only take like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes in the oven. But I got a gift from Liz for Christmas. You guys know I love the Great British Baking Show. It is my one guilty pleasure. And when it comes to that, there's one of the judges is absolutely fantastic. Like, just the stuff that he comes up with outside of the show is great. And on the show, the other judge is just, she's there, but
Yeah.
he is the one that you have to impress. It's Paul Hollywood, and he came up with a cookbook that he put out, and I finally have his macaron recipe, which is why I wanted to do it. And he has one for chocolate macarons, but he has like a chocolate ganache filling in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do something different. So I made a strawberry buttercream filling for them. So I made chocolate strawberry macarons. They are fantastic. By the end of the night, we had probably eaten about 8 of them. And before we left on Thursday, there were 4 left.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I guess we left them for Mom. But Grandma liked them. Yeah, I made 60. There were 60 in that batch. There were 4 left when we left.
There you go.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I have all the stuff here except for parchment paper. I don't know why. To make another round of them, I'm making lime ones. So it's a lime filling, just the regular straight up macaron, a little bit of sugar in there. So it's like a sugary cookie with lime buttercream in the middle. And it's going to be amazing. But I have to wait. I have some silicone baking mats that are going to show up on Wednesday. So I'll put them all together and make them.
I like it.
Yeah.
Brian,
then,
sorry,
what?
go ahead. No, I was going to
No,
tell
go
you,
for
I didn't say, so my speaking of like cooking and stuff, so something I wanted, and something I needed. So my want, I got Super Mario Wonder.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got the chance to play that with Zoe. That's a pretty good time. My need, I got a new set of cooking knives, kitchen knives. and they are
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
And yeah, no, it's nice to have in the kitchen to be able to make stuff, because
Hmm.
my old ones, they were done.
Yeah.
It was really bad. Continue though. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Literally, my go-to knife is a knife that I bought at Walmart. That's the brand from Pioneer Woman.
Please tell me it's
But man,
decorated.
no, it has Pioneer Woman across the side of it, but it's got
Right.
like a red handle.
I was
Okay.
gonna
It's
say,
it's glorious.
Okay, so it's not all pioneered
Oh
out.
no,
Okay.
no, but it's pretty great. I
Nice.
love it.
Well done.
So, but no, the only other thing, I went back to work. I had duty yesterday, but on Friday, I got the opportunity to go back to Friday Night Magic,
Ooh, back to your homeboys. Home turf.
and I I laughed when I walked in the door because you could hear the groans from the tables. Because they saw me walk in, they were like, "Oh God,
Merry Christmas.
yeah,
I'm your present.
yep."
I'm back.
Hmm.
Oh man.
So it was interesting. It was fun. I went through. I got to hang out with some of the guys that I call friends there. Some of them work in the shipyard, so they're going to come try and find me at work this week.
Let's go.
That's going to be fun. And I got to sit next to my buddy John for a little bit, and I half paid attention to the second game. I still won, but it was just the two of us, just talking, having a grand time for that round. So it's pretty good. So
Oh, congratulations.
yeah, but that was the week, boys. It was good. I'm looking forward to the end of this week, and I'm ready to get out of here.
Hmm.
I'm ready for this command to be done, to go on to the next thing.
Well, we're on to the new year. How much longer you got?
I leave at the end of February,
Nice. Okay.
so
Got a lot of work
we
to do
have
before then.
hopefully not.
Okay.
So
Good.
we've got 3-section duty for the better part of this week and most of next. I think it ends on Friday of next week, and then that's pretty much it. We got house hunting we're going to take in February, so we're going to have a little bit of extra time for Liz and I to run up and go see what we can find in New York.
Nice.
And the house here should go on the market sometime. I think we're shooting for the 15th. We're going to see. So the guys are supposed to come back and refix the ceiling that they fixed while we were gone. Yeah, I'll show you guys pictures later. It was pretty bad.
Yikes.
So it looked like my 4-year-old with Play-Doh put those ceiling panels back up. Oh yeah, yeah. And then the ceiling in the kitchen, the drywall's not even connected to the wall, so it's just like sagging down in the corner. It's pretty great. Yeah,
Yikes.
That's not it.
Sorry, man.
it's good times. It happens. It happens.
Owning a home.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah, but we're almost done with it. It'll be good.
Good deal.
But the cats have not left me alone since I got home.
Oh, no doubt.
That's been the hilarious part. I'll send you a picture later. I went into the bathroom to poop, and I left the door open because I'm here by myself. And both cats came in and sat down on the bath mats and just laid down.
They stare at you, and it's awkward.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then anytime I sit downstairs, now they have the internet fixed. Oscar sits on the couch behind me, and his tail like wraps around my chin.
Aw.
Yeah. So, and Kitty is just my shadow. She sits wherever I sit. Like, she's back. She's right here.
Mm.
So, it's been good. But that's it.
Good stuff.
So, I think it's my turn this week, is it not?
It's yours,
It
buddy.
is.
All right.
It's
So, flash questions. There are 7 minutes on the clock. No, I'm kidding.
yours. Nice.
Well done, sir.
Nice.
Thank you. So, gentlemen, it is the new year.
Yes.
That it is.
It is the new year. A whole year has gone by. We have done,
Hmm.
I think, for official records, we've done 46 shows this year.
Really?
Yeah. So, because we hit episode 100 this year, I believe, and we've made it. We only missed a couple while I was gone, I think.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I know we've done at least 40 because we hit episode 100 while while we have been while it was 2023. So we've done a lot of these questions. We've done a lot of different things over the years, different experiences. I came back from another deployment. Greg is potentially getting ready to go on another one. Patrick, you literally spent time out of the country more than once.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of weird.
so, I mean, it's one of those things. So, thinking about it and thinking about the year that we have just come through, what did you guys learn about yourselves over this last year?
Hmm.
Now, that can be all sorts of different things, right? Accomplishments you've made, changing habits, whatever. Something that you have learned about yourself in 2023.
Um, I have learned that I am not 30 anymore. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm getting that age where I'm older. And with the age comes the body aches that I wasn't expecting. Came the weird sleep schedule. Um, and I don't know if it's here, if it's this place, if it's just I don't know. That same fire, different dumpster kind of deal.
Yeah.
Just dealing with the same stuff, but in a different way, a different headache, a different blessing, a different struggle, a different joy, all of it. I've learned this year, and I think it's hit me a little bit harder this year than it has in previous, that I need to be better about taking care of my temple, taking care of my mind, my body, and my heart. And I think I've done more this year in that regard in taking care of myself. Now, we ran the race. Greg and I, we ran that marathon in 22.
Yep.
It's hard to believe it's already been almost it'll be 2 years in October.
Yeah.
So it's time to kick it back up. It's time to keep moving. Like I felt like I hit that milestone, and then 2023 started, and I just kind of went and didn't do anything else with it. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel like, oh, I've done the biggest thing that I can do physically, so now I can just slack off. No. No, I cannot do that. If I want to continue being here for my wife, for my children, for my ministry, for all of that, I I need to work. I need to work on myself, and I need to get up and I need to go. So, um, that's what I've learned this year. So there you go.
Right on. Greg.
Uh, trying to think how to pick something of like what I learned. Um, I will say have really started focusing a lot more on. I'm not the baker that you are, Boyo, but I do like uh cooking more and trying to experiment more, like getting into the kitchen and or
Hmm.
getting the smoker out and actually doing some different yeah, tried the turkey for the first time. Did briskets again this year. I did a prime rib this year. Uh, it's kind of useful. Part of it is the convenience factor. So we moved out here end of October. So we've literally been in California for about 2 months now, and I have
Boy,
used my smoker
that's going by
more in
fast.
2 months than I did in the 8 or 10 months, um, 10 months back back in Virginia combined. But a part of that is just the convenience of I have a garage again, and I can
Hmm.
actually just roll it outside and cook with it. But you know, personally too, I mean, I guess I'm still continuing and I'm trying to make a conscious effort of I think we've talked about this before, but just being comfortable with who you are.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel like as I get older and I continue to grow, it's the people that matter don't mind, and the people that mind don't matter.
Mm.
And taking that to heart of like I'm going to be myself and I'm going to enjoy what I like to do and talk to people and be my own person and not worry about what the other person might what someone might think. you know you can't judge me because if you want to judge me, knock yourself out, but I don't care. So
Mm.
Hmm.
I think that's mine.
That's good. Well, for me, 2023 has been a year of raising my confidence. So it's kind of along the lines of what both of you guys have said. Doing the things that take care of you, but at the same time, stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit and doing things that'll help you grow as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I've done both of those. And honestly, both of those things, I look forward to the time that I get to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't like people. You guys know this. I don't like crowds. I don't like hanging around.
What?
I don't like interjecting myself into a situation.
What?
And this is the year that I started really going to Friday Night Magic. And it used to be during the first couple of weeks that you can ask Liz. I literally sat in the car for half an hour in order just to get up the motivation to go in
Mm-hmm.
to the store.
Yep.
And now that's the one thing that I want to talk about every week. And then two, all of the baking stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys suffer from this. I do pretty bad, but I have a bad problem of always thinking that I don't do a lot of things very well. The skills that I make or that I develop, I don't think that they're good. I sit and worry about way too many things
Mm.
consistently, and I think I would drive anyone else who got stuck in my head for any period of time, probably absolutely mad
Mm.
of just how many different things that I worry about on a daily basis. And baking is no exception. I send you guys pictures of stuff for, I I make things for people or, what have you. And the entire time that I do it, I worry about it. There's a picture of it somewhere, I guarantee it, of literally me just sitting on the floor in front of the stove watching things bake because I'm so afraid that it's going to come out bad.
Yeah.
Or if something goes wrong while I'm making something, I honestly have the urge just to throw it out and start over again because I don't think that it's right, or I don't think that it's going to work the way that it's supposed to, or it's not going to taste good, or what have you. And I think that's one of the reasons why I keep trying to push things that I've made on other people, to get some form of actually it was okay, it was pretty good, or what have you. And 2023 has been a growing experience for me in both of those areas. Of one, getting out of my comfort zone, finding something that I really like to do, and two, finding something that I want to be good at and gaining confidence in it.
Yeah.
And I look forward to next year where I can continue to do it. So it's gonna be fun.
I encourage that, brother. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Amen. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Good question, man.
That's a good question.
Good question. Well, folks, we've come to the point in our show where we typically drop a couple bombs on you when it comes to dad jokes.
Oh, yes.
So
I'm about to say, I've been farting this entire time, man.
I know.
Good
Thank
use
God
of
for no
mute.
smell-o-vision.
Oh, man.
It's coming. Just wait.
Help us all. I have a question.
Go ahead.
How do you make an egg roll?
Wasabi?
Put it on an incline.
You push it.
You push. I've decided that from January 1st, I'll only be watching videos in 1080p or higher. It's my New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Resolution. Did you hear about the fire at the shoe factory?
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, many souls were lost.
Oh. I once entered the World Kleptomaniac Championships. I took gold, silver, and bronze.
What do you call a pig who knows how to use a knife?
A knife? I don't know.
Pork chop.
Well. My wife told me I've grown as a person. Her actual words were, "You've gotten fat," but I know what she meant. Love you, honey.
Is there anything worse than when it's raining cats and dogs?
When it's raining people? Raining men? Hallelujah.
I'm taking that. That's one.
Oh, no. Oh, man. I almost did it. Almost did it.
What's worse?
Yeah, hailing taxis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How many apples can you grow on a tree?
All of them.
All of them.
My doctor just diagnosed me with a severe lack of awareness. Well, that came out of nowhere.
Oh, man. Did you hear about the guy who drank invisible ink?
Can't see him anymore?
Well, he's at the hospital waiting to be seen.
Oh, waiting to be seen. Yeah.
What kind of music do elves listen to?
Oh.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Rap music.
No, rap music. That's right.
I try to say mucho when I'm around my Hispanic friends. It means a lot to them.
When does Friday come before Thursday?
End of the week?
In the dictionary.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Summer apparently wasn't too bad either.
Yesterday, I was washing the car with my son. He said, "Dad, can't you just use a sponge?"
Why'd the roofer go to the doctor? He apparently had shingles.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
Oh.
What should you do if you meet a giant?
That's a good question.
Use big words.
Oh, got it. Adjective for metal is metallic, but not so for iron, which is ironic.
Ironic. I once read a book about glue. I couldn't put it down.
Couldn't put it down. Yeah.
Now that's ironic. See what I did there?
Boys, this one's for you. As I was getting in bed, she said, "You're drunk." I said, "How do you know?" She said, "You live next door."
Oh man.
Last one, fire away.
Let's see. I haven't seen one that jumps out at me.
Oh.
What kind of music scares balloons?
Pop.
Pop music.
Alex, you got one more?
Where do armies belong?
In the Navy.
In your sleeveys.
Oh. In your sleeves.
Put your armies in your sleeves.
Put your armies in your sleeves.
And I'll throw one more out there.
All right.
No, they said one more.
I gotta let it. Why shouldn't you trust trees?
They're shady?
They're shady.
Well done.
I'm done.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Episode 140 on the 1st of January, 2024. Thank you so much. You very well could have been hanging out with us tonight on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BrothersInArmors Podcast. Thank you to all those who joined us this evening and wrote to us. We love being able to see your chat as we talk. Thank you so much for that. But we typically meet on Sundays around 9 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard. And again, all of that it depends on life and work, scheduling, all that jazz. So we haven't talked about next week yet. What does it look like, boys?
I have duty on Friday. So Saturday, Sunday is good for me.
So no Friday Night Magic.
No. Nope. We're doing it on the boat.
Love you too, Pop.
Love you too, Dad.
Love you too, Pop.
Thank you. All right.
We're doing it on the boat.
So Sunday?
Sure.
Chief?
Yeah, I think Sunday should work. I'll double check.
Okay.
We've got. I think it'll work.
Discount double check.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Discount double check.
Twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can check this show, the video show.
Visual.
You can check it out on our YouTube channel, Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can also see some of our posts on our Instagram page, Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can also see us on Twitter at Your BIA Podcast. And if you ever so fancy to like to send us an email, you can also send that to our Gmail at yourbrothersinarmspodcast@gmail.com. Gentlemen, is that everything?
I do
Twitter?
believe that is it.
Twitter
you have hit all of the wickets.
At Your BIA Podcast, yeah. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen,
right.
Before we hit the magic button, can we say anything that will inspire the masses for their new year? Greg?
It worked last year. It works this year.
It worked.
It will continue to work. Drink water, take your Motrin, change your socks, add Tylenol to it if you're running a fever. That's all I got.
Well done, sir. Alex?
Directions were unclear. Now my feet are wet.
I gotta write that down. And mine goes along the lines of Greg. Wash your hands, say your prayers. Jesus and germs are everywhere. There you go.
Yeah.
We are in that season.
Support your local game store.
That's
Yeah.
right. Support your local game store. All right, folks. Well, that does it for us. Have a wonderful, fantastical week, and we hope to see you back here next time we meet. Until then, love you, boys.
Love you too.
Love you too, man.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, we'll
Good
see
night.
you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I like this show. It's a lot of fun.
Dude.
That's a new voice.
I like it. You like it? I like it. Yeah.
He sounds like Clyde.
Yeah.
Hello, Clyde.
Hey. Okay, now.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.